Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. They'll try the right side on the toss. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
It's complete. It's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
But it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. To throw, it's Barnes. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route line. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. And they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. They've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Direct snap to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. Sticking with the running game. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's not not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
They'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And that run produces a decent gain. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That ball snagged for a completion. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Oh, he tosses it back. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. So the drive stalls, and here comes the punting team. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Sooners looking to keep this drive rolling. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I love the call here by the offense coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. They're dropping out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
Single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back in cover two, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instincts once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's a short completion to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Physical running, fights off the defender. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get its top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And they make the stop and get the ball carrier down.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Barnes. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it out of the 25. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to scramble now. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now they'll run a draw play. He shreds the tackle. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. They've got him at the 5. Great run set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Sooners will line up here on 1st down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Keep going.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How important important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job in this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw. It's Barnes. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. An inside give now from the shotgun. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. A running play called on fourth down. Game moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Quick pass, the catch is made. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. We go with a direct snap. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll be brought down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with a quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 40. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Defense not pressing this time. Lets it go quickly. Catch made, a lot of space now. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Direct snap to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, tie.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
And the point after is right down the middle. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.